on Good Morning Northwest. Property underwater, potholes cropping up, and this morning we're looking at those trouble spots, but it's not all bad news.
We are under a weather alert day due to the high winds and the potential for trouble with trees falling and power outages. How gusty those winds are and how long it'll last, all coming your way.
And thousands of federal workers in limbo this morning. They're getting directives from Elon Musk: answer an email or get fired. Some of their bosses telling them, ignore it. What are they supposed to do? You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Good morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Tuesday, February 25th. We're starting things off with Mark Peterson here and a look at our first alert forecast. We got another alert day here, Mark.
Yeah, yesterday it was because of the flooding. Today it's because of the winds, as this system will not only roll over the top of us, but exit. And we're going to see the potential for tree damage and felled trees, Spokane, Palouse, the basin. It's going to be all day today. We're going to see this really roll till about sunset. We've got winds sustained to 22 miles an hour. Gusts in excess of 40 have already been felt this morning. Right now we have gusts to 34 into Spokane, gusting to 36 into Moses Lake. So that I-90 corridor all the way into Moses Lake and 395 south into the Tri-Cities. Gusty winds, blowing dust later on today. We do have rain that's wrapped around us, so we remain dry. We have still the potential for showers, but the winds are going to be the big deal today. Our high today is going to be 47 degrees. We'll have more on the sustained forecast coming up.
All right, Mark, thanks. Well, several regions here in the inland Northwest were under a flood warning yesterday, but those are slowly beginning to clear. As of last night, the National Weather Service canceled the warning for Latah Creek in Spokane Valley. Now, yesterday it looked like this, rising 13 feet from Sunday and reaching its highest level since 1997. Several people in the area saw their properties flooded as well.
My field upstream is completely underwater. About a 20-acre field is all underwater. And so when this happens, you just wait for it to go away and then go after the fences and fix them.
Inland Power also lost 3 power lines due to the strong rising waters, leaving about 80 customers without power. Now power has since been restored.
Current weather conditions causing potholes to pop up all over and crews scrambling to make temporary fixes. Near Manitou Park at the intersection of 21st and Grand, cars try to avoid a large pothole. Somebody not so lucky by the looks of that hubcap you'll see. A local tire shop says it's seeing more people come in with tire damage due to potholes. If you hit one, the owner says you may need one or all of your tires replaced.
Well, anytime you hit a pothole hard enough to bend a wheel like that, you need an alignment. Yeah, chances are she's knocked out of alignment, possibly needs parts.
Both city and county officials want you to report potholes when you see them so street crews can respond to them. To report a pothole within city or county limits, find this story on KXLY.com. This morning, there's growing backlash over President Trump's efforts to reduce the size of the federal government.
Backlash comes as several federal agencies are instructing their employees not to comply with Elon Musk's latest demands. Now, there's a lot of confusion around how federal employees should be responding to an email. In it, Elon Musk asks them to list their recent accomplishments. The original deadline to respond to that passed overnight.
Yeah, but now Musk says failure to respond a second time will result in termination. Members of Congress now taking heat from voters at town halls across the country on both sides of the aisle.
Elon Musk has contracts with the federal government. But he is also, I think, doing an effective job.
Conflict of interest! Show me!
I know there are a lot of people who don't want to see waste, abuse, and fraud weeded out.
Now, you were just hearing from Missouri Representative Mark Alford. He told protesters that God has a plan for them and mentioned that his wife was also laid off. Meanwhile, Democrats are slamming Musk for his approach.
This is going to have a profound effect on our government and what's happening.
It doesn't mean that you never make any cuts. It's how they're doing it for shock and awe instead of actually making our government more effective.
Now, President Trump called the email from Musk genius, saying if people don't respond, they could be, quote, semi-fired. Yet at least 3 major agencies have told their employees not to respond, including the Justice, State, and Defense Departments.
Yeah, meanwhile, the Department of Veterans Affairs is the latest agency hit by job cuts. Nearly 1,400 workers classified as newly hired are being let go.
This morning, we have new details on the University of Idaho murders investigation. We now know the man accused of killing 4 U of I students was not on the police's radar when he was pulled over twice on his cross-country trip from Pullman to eastern Pennsylvania. Here is a video of state police pulling over Bryan Kohberger while he and his dad drove through Indiana. He was pulled over twice, once for speeding and once for tailgating. Many had speculated that police suspected Kohberger at the time and had pulled him over to keep an eye on him. But according to new court documents, a Moscow detective revealed he first heard Kohberger's name on December 19th of 2022. That was a little more than a month after these traffic stops. Investigators say they only learned about Kohberger when the FBI contacted them about the genetic genealogy of the DNA found on the knife sheath. Now, and this is not all we're learning about the case this morning. You can look for more details on KXLY.com.
The Post Falls Police Department searching for a man suspected of shooting and killing his ex-girlfriend's boyfriend yesterday. 47-year-old Jason Rook is wanted for murder. Authorities believe Rook may be armed and is likely driving a 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee with Idaho plates. If you see him or the vehicle, call 911. If you have information about the case, contact the Post Falls Police Department. I want to let you know about some breaking news going on right now in the Hilliard area on East Central. A lithium-ion battery warehouse is on fire. We do have a crew heading there right now.
Also bring us details throughout the morning.
It is now 6 minutes after 6.
And we're checking back in with Mark Peterson here at a look at our first alert forecast. Those winds today probably not helping any situation.
No, not with any fire. This is basically the winds have changed too. This is really going to turn our forecast around for the end of the week, but it's today that we've got to get through these winds gusting in excess of 30, 40 miles an hour. Full look at that forecast coming up.
They're annoying and costly. Up next, simple advice to dodge those pesky incoming scam calls and texts. Plus, have your iPhone ready. We'll show you a step-by-step setting to only accept familiar calls.
And President Trump siding with Russia. Just ahead, why a United Nations vote is concerning some U.S. allies.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This tax season, you can relax. There's no tax. Walker's Furniture is covering the sales tax for you. For a limited time, we're doubling down on discounts. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big, so you can get the tax break you need and a deal you'll love. Plus, with no money down special financing, you can create the home of your dreams now and pay over time. This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
Style or substance? Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on 2025 Sierra 1500 models. Plus, no monthly payments for 90 days.
ShopDaveSmith.com.
All right, he's fixed. Place should be ready by game time.
Ah, sweet, man. But hey, since you're here, you want to play a quick game of horse?
I've never played before, but, well, I just get into the hoop?
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Like that?
You know what? Forget the game. Show me that work you did on the furnace earlier.
Okay, yeah. Well, that was pretty good, though, right?
Let's just worry about the furnace for now.
You think I could dunk?
Hi, Alton Brown here at the top secret facility where we're building my farewell tour, Alton Brown Live Last Bite. Now, like all of our culinary variety shows, there will be comedy, music, science, and an epic yet potentially dangerous culinary demonstration. Hi, 911. It's me again.
March 26th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets on sale now at BroadwaySpokane.com.
When you've been seriously injured, choosing the right legal team is the most important decision you'll make. Craig Swap & Associates is a top personal injury law firm for one reason: we win.
If you or a loved one has been seriously injured, our team of winning attorneys is here for you. We'll review your case for free and start working immediately to win the compensation you deserve. Craig Swap & Associates, one call, that's all.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
It is now 9 minutes after 6. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. A federal judge has declined restoring the Associated Press's access to some of President Donald Trump's events, the Oval Office and Air Force One.
The AP was seeking a temporary lift of the ban the Trump administration put on the news organization earlier this month. Now, the ban was to punish the AP over its decision to continue using the term Gulf of Mexico when Trump renamed the body of water Gulf of America in an executive order just after taking office. Now, on Monday, U.S. District Judge Trevor McFadden gave several reasons why he decided to deny that request. One of them is that McFadden wasn't persuaded that the AP was facing irreparable harm as a result of the ban. A hearing scheduled for March 20th on the AP's request for a preliminary injunction is coming up.
And today, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth will travel to Guantanamo Bay for a briefing on all mission operations. The Pentagon says the update will include the ongoing operation to transfer migrants to the naval base in Cuba. Last week, more than 170 migrants at Guantanamo Bay were flown back to Venezuela. As of Monday, there were nearly 20 migrants at the detention facility area of that base.
Recently, the United States joined Russia to vote against a UN General Assembly resolution condemning Russia's war against Ukraine. In a separate vote, the UN Security Council voted on a resolution pushed by the U.S. that said Russia was not an aggressor in the war. 5 European members of the Security Council abstained from voting on the resolution. The resolution also did not affirm Ukraine's sovereignty. The shift in U.S. policy that seemingly embraces Russia's stance on the war has put the Trump administration at odds with key allies in Europe.
It is 6:11. Your 10-second takeaway. Hey, the wind advisory, it's going to be all day long till 6 p.m. We have possible showers as well, but it's the winds that are going to create the issue. Our high today is 47 degrees.
Well, maybe it happens to you a few times a day or occasionally if you're lucky. A call or text from an unknown number that turns out to be a scammer. It's not only annoying, it's also costly, with unsuspecting consumers losing billions of dollars to fraud every year. How can you prevent it from happening to you or a loved one? Consumer Reports has some new advice. Maybe it's a call from the doctor's office or your child's school. So you stop what you're doing and answer, only to get aggravated. It's a bogus debt reduction offer, or better yet, you won a phony cruise. Sham calls are not only a waste of time, they're also costing people their hard-earned money. According to the FTC, in 2023, people reported losing a total of $10 billion to scams, with phone scams causing the highest per-person loss, with a median loss of $1,480. Consumer Reports experts say there are simple things you can do to get fewer rings.
First, check with your cell phone provider.
Nicholas DeLeon is a technology writer for Consumer Reports and says your provider might be your first line of defense.
The Federal Communications Commission requires your provider to have robocall fighting technology. It's free. Or maybe you can pay a little monthly for more spam blocking features.
If you're about to pull out your hair, you can make a dramatic move. Set your phone to only take calls from your contacts or from people you have been in contact with before. To do that on your iPhone, go to Settings, Phone, go to Silence Unknown Callers, and swipe on. That means unknown calls should go straight to voicemail. Do not respond to unwanted texts from questionable sources. Finally, there's an app for that. Check reviews and try a free scam blocker app. Before you download it, read the fine print.
Double check the privacy policies of these apps. They may be using your data, selling it, or they may be using it in ways you're not comfortable with.
And if you haven't already done so, sign up for the National Do Not Call Registry. You can do that online or by phone. You may also be able to report unwanted or scam text to your provider by forwarding the message to 7726 SPAM and complaining to the Federal Trade Commission, your state attorney general, your state's public service commission, or consumer protection office.
Anything you can do to kind of help ease those calls a little bit, because I feel like we remind people, but they're so annoying that it's easy
And
to
some
forget.
are really convincing too.
Oh yeah, be careful.
It is now 6:14.
Well, we hope it's not a sign of things to come. Trees toppling, flooding, and power outages from the latest storm that's moving through western Washington. We'll show you what our neighbors on the other side of the state are dealing with right now, and check in to see if there's anything is going to be hitting us over here too with Mark. That's right after this commercial break.
And right now, pleasant start, albeit a bit windy. Here's a live look at your Tuesday morning. We'll be right back.
4 News Now is brought to you by Bigfoot Mechanical.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision.
Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time. Our trucks are rolling warehouses, so we can get you back up and running fast. Need a new door? We do that too. And right now, get a new garage door, Wi-Fi opener, and remote combo installed for as low as $34 per month and up to $500 in cashback savings. Call or book online today.
There are 24,000 graduating seniors in Idaho this year. Each of you unique, powerful, independent. Each of you ready to become the next Idaho success story. That's why Idaho launches here, to see you through. Up to $8,000 for education and training. Support for jobs in hundreds of fields, so you can choose your own path. Because you invent you. Launch just helps.
With a P1FCU Ascend checking account, you get more than great dividends. Imagine having an entire branch in your pocket. Who needs a checkbook when you have a digital wallet? The only thing I check these days are my dividends.
Earn 3.5% APY. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Simplify your life and start earning more with Ascend checking. Get yours today at p1fcu.org/ascend.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters and every path leads to new possibilities. Get $3,250 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $2,500 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Hey Raptors, we want to rent these 2 chairs for the winter. We're kind of out on being cold this year.
Glad you dig it here, but this really isn't a vacation rental sort of place.
We hear ya, but what if we put on Raptor suits and then suddenly there are 4 of us? Yeah, we'll be your nieces, Layla and Kinley. I'm Kinley, the Raptor, and I love burgers.
I love it! Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, a ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Not so sure we're gonna pull this off.
Welcome back. Time right now is 6:17. As storms passed through the Pacific Northwest yesterday, residents in Seattle also found themselves facing heavy rains and some strong winds.
Yeah, but while most braced the storm from the safety of their homes, 3 people found themselves trapped in their car after a tree toppled onto it. Jake Chapman has the story.
As heavy rain and strong winds passed through the Sound, it created a busy night for power crews and first responders. Seattle Fire had to pull 3 people out of that car trapped under a tree and all those branches. Everyone is expected to be okay. The driver spoke with us off camera and says he and 2 8-year-olds were pulling off Aurora Avenue when that tree came falling down after strong winds and rain entered the area. Thousands also lost power, like here in North Seattle.
From 46th to 43rd, all the way down Finnean, all the way to Market Street, there's no lights.
Neighbors tell us it all happened in a matter of seconds.
Really like a whoosh. And then there were a few bang, like, I don't know, things were falling around and stuff.
And then I kind of heard a flash. It was like a boom and 2 big bright light flashes.
And are ready to brace for whatever is next.
We're going to have to wait this out.
When it comes to this windy weather.
It's going to kick up over here, they say, through the end of the night, you know, into the morning. So, yeah, we're glad we can get this worked out and get everybody their power back on.
Yeah, wow, what a mess over there. And for us, you know, we are concerned about it. It's been really, really wet, and these winds could, you know, bring down trees. We've seen it before.
Yeah, not a good combination, the wetness and those winds.
Over the last decade, we've had a couple of events where we've lost a lot of trees, power. I mean, I remember Whitworth having such an issue, losing over, I think it was 100 trees in that region. Not looking for that. Those were winds in excess of 70 miles an hour. We're looking at 50-mile-an-hour winds, and so hopefully we're going to be okay. We do have a weather alert day because of the gusty winds. The potential tree damage, limbs, some of those that are very weak falling over that could allow for the potential for some power outages in some areas. And that's really all day today from the Palouse to the Basin and Spokane. We have winds that have been in excess of 30 miles an hour all morning. Gusts to 40 already sustained above 20 miles an hour. So it just tends to wear on those trees. But so far, they've been in pretty good shape. Temperatures right now into the mid-40s. As we look at Spokane Valley, Liberty Lake, we're going to see temperatures in the upper 30s and low 40s all morning long. And as we look at today, 47 will be our high. Mostly cloudy, a few showers, but those winds gusting potentially into the West Plains to 55 miles an hour. It's going to be calmer, it's going to be clear, and it's going to be cooler tonight with temperatures down to 32 degrees. Coming into work this morning, it was 38. Now, we see this continue to push through. We're going to have that potential for scattered showers. This system is, now we see them wrapped around us, and mountain snows into Idaho and Montana. That moves out Wednesday, setting up to be a gorgeous day. We'll see these winds really peaking at noon, gusts 42 to 50 mile an hour potential, but really to the west of us and then into areas around Lewiston. And Pomeroy, they're expecting with a wind warning, a high wind warning with winds in excess of 50 miles an hour. We'll calm down and things look really nice for tomorrow. Our highs today are going to be the warmest we've seen in a long time, 47 degrees. It's going to be 50 Wednesday, mostly sunny at times, mostly sunny at times. And then we'll low 50s and partly cloudy for Thursday and Friday. The mostly sunny thing I haven't been able to say for quite a while. Calmer, it's going to be gorgeous.
I love all of those words. Gorgeous, sunny, calmer.
Yeah.
All my favorite adjectives.
There you go.
Thanks, Mark.
All right, thank you very much. It's now 6:21.
Well, the Zags only have 2 more regular season games to prove that they are March Madness worthy. But is there a chance the Zags don't earn a bid to the NCAA tournament? Well, City Burger has that answer. That's next in sports.
That's after the break and this live look at your Tuesday. Ooh, it's windy. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Looking for a new ride?
The George Gee Kia team has been helping people find theirs since 1983.
George Gee is built on exceeding your expectations, always offering you the lowest price and treating you like family.
That's right. We are locally owned and operated, and we're here to make sure your experience is exceptional.
Come meet our team at George Gee Kia Spokane. You will see the difference.
Come see us off I-90 in Liberty Lake or shop SpokaneKia.com.
This is the show you've been waiting for, the 47th Annual Spokane Home and Yard Show, this Thursday through Sunday at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center. See all of the latest home improvement products and services and get expert advice from the pros for your upcoming projects. Thursday is 2 for 1 day, 2 adult admissions for the price of 1 on Thursday only. Tickets on sale now at CusterShows.com. Spokane's 47th Annual Home and Yard Show, presented by Jim Custer Enterprises.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
When it comes to replacing your windows and doors, you have options. But not all are created equal. Choose Renewal by Andersen. Andersen brand products are rated #1 for quality, durability, and performance. It's no wonder our products are trusted more than Marvin and Pella. Not sure where to start or worried about upfront costs? Schedule a free, no-obligation consultation. Research the rest, then go with the best. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
Stay safe while traveling this winter. Before you head out, trust the First Alert weather team to pinpoint the safest times to go and exactly what to expect. 4 News Now First Alert weather on air, on the app, and streaming on KXLY Plus.
Don Felder, formerly of the Eagles, one of the most innovative riff-generating songwriters of the modern rock era, will be live Thursday, March 6th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Gonzaga has been to March Madness 25 years in a row, and in that streak, they're sort of expected to take the regular season title and even win the conference tournament. When neither of those things happened last year, it seemed like a fluke, but recent struggles point to a similar result. The Zags were swept by St. Mary's this season after the Saturday night loss in McCarthy Athletic Center. And after losing the WCC title, they got less than 2 days to regroup and refocus for a game that holds a similar weight. The Zags are headed to play Santa Clara on the road, which would also be considered a much-needed Quad 1 win if they can pull it off. That game is tonight with an 8 o'clock tip-off in California. This week marks the start of the WIAA state playoffs. We have quite a few GSL and local teams playing in the postseason, and that starts today with our lower-seeded teams Central Valley and North Central boys. Central Valley hosts Prairie at 7 o'clock today, and North Central plays in Gig Harbor on the west side as well. Looking ahead to the rest of the week, all 3 girls games this Friday are being played in Spokane Valley. No surprises from these 3 teams. Ridgeline, Central Valley, and Deer Park all dominant throughout their entire regular season. Then on Saturday, Gonzaga Prep is playing in the Valley, Mount Spokane on the road, Meade girls at home, and West Valley boys at home. If you want more information on their opponents, matchup locations, or tip-off times, there's a story with all of that on our website, KXLY.com. That'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
And there will be a send-off at North Central this morning around 7:30 if you want to go and send off the boys.
Good luck to everyone.
Our time is now at 6:25. We're following some breaking news. We will have a live report coming up for you of a lithium-ion battery warehouse on fire in the Hilliard neighborhood. We're tracking it.
That's right. And a video of a woman being dragged out of a legislative town hall in Coeur d'Alene is creating some uproar locally and across the internet. After the break, we're looking deeper into what happened and who's being held responsible. But before we go to a break, here's a first look of what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an ABC News exclusive.
Do you still love her?
The estranged husband of Ruby Franke, the YouTube influencer sent to prison for child abuse, is breaking his silence on his wife's crimes and the dangers of social media.
What do you want people to know?
There is real danger when you place yourself or your family, your children out onto public social media. To be just careful with who they choose to put their faith in, to put their trust in. Because if you put your trust in the wrong person, it can have massive consequences in your life.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more of our interview with Ruby Franke's estranged husband and hear from their oldest son, Chad. With your GMA First Look, I'm Eva Pilgrim, ABC News, New York.
If I'm even so much.
When is my allergy spray gonna kick in?
You need Astapro.
Astapro?
It's faster, bro. 8 times faster than Flonase.
It's faster, bro.
It's faster, bro!
It's faster, bro.
It's mom to you.
Astapro starts working in 30 minutes. Astapro and go.
Travel can make you smell kind of funky, but aluminum-free Secret Whole Body Deodorant gives me 72-hour whole body freshness. For long layovers, surprise gate changes, and heavy luggage. And it's totally middle seat approved. Secret, no sweat.
What are folks 60 and older learning these days?
New perspectives. How to fix things. Fun recipe.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Can you believe Northern Quest let me test drive their next Mercedes giveaway?
Pretty sure they said around the block.
Figure of speech. Besides, we had to see what it could do. Look at this beauty.
It's pretty.
I especially like the front view. Come have a look.
You have a look.
Play daily to win a brand new Mercedes SUV.
Are you okay?
Why do you ask?
This year, make your home more energy efficient and beautiful with McVey Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows. Did you know McVey Brothers sells the popular Coeur d'Alene windows? And last year, the 6,000 Window and Door Series won the prestigious Energy Star Efficiency Award. Well, right now, when you purchase a 6,000 Series window, we'll match your energy rebate based on current utility rebates. Plus, give you $500 off any roof you add to the job. At McVey Brothers, we're always working for you.
Oh, are you all right?
Hardly. I stubbed my toe really bad.
Ouch, I hate that. Still, we should get this beauty back to Northern Quest before they send out a search party. Wow, such chivalry.
Yeah? Must have hit my head. Oh. Oh.
Play daily to win a brand new Mercedes SUV.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Half hour with breaking news this morning of a fire burning in the Hilliard neighborhood.
That's right. Number of fire engines are on scene. This is a live look for you right now. This is at a lithium-ion battery warehouse. It is called Max Amps, and it is on East Central. Number of crews there. We will have a live report with our reporter who is on the scene right now. She's gathering as much information as she can for you. Stick around with us. We'll bring you the latest coming up.
Well, Pope Francis remains in critical condition this morning, but is not bedridden. That's an update from the Vatican this morning, that the pontiff rested well all night and showed some slight improvement yesterday. He is still in the hospital. Now, this update comes 2 days after the Vatican said blood tests showed mild signs of kidney failure. The statement said that the kidney issues are not a cause for concern.
Drake dropped a new album. The 21-track project is a collaboration with singer Party Next Door. The music leans into R&B, and the single Gimme a Hug is already stirring reaction on social media. It mentions his beef with Kendrick Lamar, who has been writing the success of his hit Not Like Us, also about their feud.
Well, good morning, Northwest. Thanks for joining us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Tuesday, February 25th. Let's get right to marking our first alert weather forecast, and we do have a weather alert day.
That weather alert day is due to the winds. It's all day long, and it's due to the potential for damage from trees and power outages. Sustained winds 22 miles an hour. It's mild, 40 degrees. We've had winds in excess of 40, now to 34 miles an hour out into the West Plains, into the valley, 28, gust to 36 into Moses Lake. We see a long I-90, those windy conditions. That's where the wind advisory is from Spokane all the way down into the LC Valley and all the way across to the Tri-Cities. We do have some scattered showers heading our way out of the northwest, but that's what we're going to be seeing. Scattered showers today, but gusty winds all day long, and our high is going to be about average for this time of year. We're going to be at 47 degrees.
Screaming and cheering at a legislative town hall in Coeur d'Alene as it appears Kootenai County Sheriff Bob Norris tells 2 men to remove that woman who was yelling. You could also see Sheriff Norris record the incident on a phone while the woman asks if the 2 men were deputies. We now know those 2 men work for a private security company.
The city of Coeur d'Alene revoked that company's license yesterday, and Coeur d'Alene police are recommending charges against the woman, Dr. Teresa Bornpole, be dropped. Sheriff Norris declined to comment on this incident or the investigation. 4 News Now's Derek Strom spoke with people who saw Dr. Bornpole be dragged out of the Kootenai County Republican Central Committee event. They believe Sheriff Norris was out of line.
I could see like men glaring at me and flipping me off.
Kootenai County Democrats that attended Saturday's KCRCC town hall say they could feel the tension in the auditorium from the beginning of the meeting. Some of the attendees wanted to voice their disagreements with the legislators who were scheduled to speak there, including Dr. Teresa Bornpole, a former Democrat candidate for the Idaho House of Representatives.
There's an opportunity for you to sound off.
Shortly afterwards, Kootenai County Sheriff Bob Norris grabbed Bornpole in an effort to get her to leave. Tanya Coppage sat behind Bornpole during the meeting and recorded the incident.
Because he started saying things like, "You guys are wrong for speech." Like he kept saying things that just I thought were very inappropriate for what they were calling a town hall. So
Norris brought over 2 unidentified men who turned out to be security guards from a company called Lear Asset Management.
As far as I know, KCRCC was saying that Sheriff Norris was working with them, and Sheriff Norris said he had no idea who they were.
Today, the city of Coeur d'Alene is suspending the business license for Lear because they didn't display anything to indicate they were security. Dr. Bornpole was charged with battery for biting one of the security guards, but that charge is being dropped.
Everybody to have a voice, even the people that don't hold your same ideologies, they're still your constituents.
Well, a GoFundMe for Dr. Bornpole's legal costs have already raised nearly $234,000.
Yeah, we just looked at that number. The investigation by Coeur d'Alene police is ongoing, but in a statement it said it values all rights afforded by the Constitution, including the right to free speech. As of now, Sheriff Norris is not being investigated for any wrongdoing. If that were the case, it would be up to the Board of County Commissioners of Kootenai County to decide if he should be placed on leave or not. The board released a statement reading, in part, "We ask that people consider allowing for the investigation to finish before drawing conclusions."
Well, the family of a Florida nurse who was brutally attacked by a psychiatric patient is now demanding answers. They want to know why there wasn't security on the patient as their mother now remains in the ICU. Sydney Joseph and her brother, Chris Lal, say their world has turned upside down. Their mother, Leela Lal, a nurse for 21 years at Palms West Hospital, was beaten almost to death by Stephen Scantlebury in the third-floor patient room. Scantlebury then escaped and was arrested running down Southern Boulevard. Leela was airlifted to a trauma unit with almost every bone in her face broken.
Couldn't recognize her. Her both eyes were swollen. She was intubated. Her whole face on the right side was swollen. Multiple fractures throughout her face, bleeding in the brain.
It's rough seeing your mom, like the person that took care of you for your entire life, and then, seeing her in that state where you can't really do anything.
The siblings are outraged that the Palms West even admitted Scantlebury, a psychiatric patient, under a Baker Act hold because the hospital is not a Baker Act receiving facility and lacks the training and security needed. Now, a Baker Act hold is a temporary detention of up to 72 hours for a mental health evaluation in Florida. Take a listen to who appears to be the CEO of the hospital talking to a 911 operator.
We had a Baker Act beat a staff member unconscious. Now running around the building.
You said they assaulted the employee until they passed out?
Yeah, unconscious. I'm not worried about that part. I need the Baker I dealt with.
I was furious. She gave everything to that hospital. And to hear this, whoever it was on the recording say that they didn't care about her, that hit me like in a way I can't describe.
Now, Leela Lay she was taken off a ventilator but remains in the ICU. Meanwhile, Scantlebury remains in jail. He is charged with attempted murder and with hate crimes enhancement. That enhancement is due to statements he allegedly made to deputies following his arrest about Lal's ethnicity.
Several recent outbreaks of measles across the U.S. are raising alarms about public health, especially as vaccine rates among children lag. All of this coming amid massive layoffs at the CDC. At least 700 people were laid off, including scientists in a lab program that helps investigate what's causing disease outbreaks. Over the weekend, cases of measles in West Texas grew to 90, with 9 more in New Mexico. It's the largest outbreak in Texas in 30 years. Measles is a highly contagious airborne disease that can be severe and even deadly. General symptoms include, though, a rash, fever, cough, and red, watery eyes. 285 cases were reported in the U.S. last year, according to the CDC. Medical experts say it's partially due to the decline in vaccination rates.
I'm hearing from colleagues on the ground there that there may be many more cases that still haven't yet been confirmed.
While the vaccine will not fully prevent you from getting the measles, the efficacy rate for one dose is 93%.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:36.
We want to check in with Mark, talking about lots of winds today.
Yeah, the winds are out here. Also, the doorbell rang. We've got a special guest coming in studio. Very excited about this particular guest. And, of course, Mother Nature. We're going to have her all day with these high winds. We're going to have a full check of the forecast coming up.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Tires do more than keep your vehicle moving forward.
At Perfection Tire, we maximize your safety, fuel efficiency, and driving comfort with the right tires for you.
Quality Cooper tires, knowledgeable people. Nobody beats perfection.
It's the Hard Knocks Life.
Broadway's favorite orphan is back to spread hope for all the hard knocks life throws your way. Don't miss Annie in an all-new production for the whole family, and just when we need it the most.
Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters and every path leads to new possibilities. Well-qualified buyers can get 3.9% financing for 60 months on this Silverado HD when you finance with GM Financial. Or get $1,000 cash allowance. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
Individuals, couples, and families, you could get a refund of up to $1,290 back on taxes paid last year, as well as refunds for 2023 and 2022. Learn more at workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
A real meal deserves a real dessert, like the DQ $7 meal deal with your choice of all this for just $7. Because a full-size meal without that satisfying sweet treat, that's like chicken strips with no dip, like a burger with no bun, like a sundae with no drizzle. Whether you go for chicken strips or a cheeseburger, treat yourself to an honest-to-goodness meal with full-size fries, a drink, and dessert, all for just $7 a DQ.
Perfection Tire uses the latest innovative automotive equipment and technology.
Plus, get the specialized touch of our certified techs who provide knowledgeable, caring service.
Cutting edge tech, down to earth people. Nobody beats perfection.
Welcome back. Time right now 6:40, and we're continuing to follow breaking news of a lithium battery warehouse burning in the Hilliard neighborhood.
Yeah, this is happening at the corner of East Central and North Myrtle. Allison Martinez live on the scene. Allison, what do you know?
We have a full response here, several fire engines, sheriff's office, and much, much more. You can see there are actually some flames that are still visible in that building right there. You can see those firefighters working to put it out from overhead. They're just blasting this whole area with water at this point. I've even seen some officers heading into residents next door. There are some houses in this neighborhood. It seems like they're just walking the premises to make sure that none of these flames, none of these embers spread to those areas. Right now, you're looking at that water blasting here. There are multiple fire engines. It does seem like the response has calmed down a little bit since when we initially got here. Now, we're still working to get you more information from the Spokane Fire Department, and as soon as that becomes available, we'll make sure to get you that. But for now, you can check in on KXLY.com for the latest developments. We'll check back in a few minutes to bring you what we know. Reporting live in Hilliard, Allison Martinez for News Now.
All right, Allison, thank you very much. We do have those gusty winds. You can see the spray of water carrying over, and that wind advisory we're going to have all day long in our 10-second takeaway. Possible showers as well. We should see some in an hour or two. 47 the high.
All right, Mark, thank you much. It's now 6:42.
You don't want to go anywhere. We got more Mark Peterson surprises coming up right after this commercial break on this Tuesday. Some would say Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
We'll see after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Planning a trip to 49 degrees north? Make Mistaqua Casino Hotel your home base for an unforgettable ski, stay, and play experience. Store your gear securely in our convenient ski lockers. And after a day on the slopes, relax in our indoor swimming pool, hot tub, or unwind in one of our comfortable, beautiful new hotel rooms. Mistaqua Casino Hotel is located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Visit Mistaqua.com for more details.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on 2025 Sierra 1500 models. Plus, no monthly payments for 90 days.
Shop DaveSmith.com.
BECU was happy to award the People Helping People Award to Feast World Kitchen.
The mission of Feast World Kitchen is to elevate and empower former refugees and immigrants. We use international food as the platform for people to build skills and share their culture with Spokane.
You don't even have to travel to a different country. You just come here, experience the food.
BECU is just really proud to partner with Feast World Kitchen as they further the mission in Spokane.
Fred's Appliance and 4 News Now are teaming up for the Great American Flag Swap. On March 28th, bring your old tattered flag to any Fred's location, and in exchange, you'll receive a new flag with help from Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift. Let's thank veterans and military families who are serving.
Fred's Appliance is proud to partner with 4 News Now for the Great American Flag Swap. We honor the sacrifices of our military families and veterans. Visit Fred's Appliance today, trusted for over 60 years, where we sell appliances, only appliances.
Every day on Kelly. Feel the love.
Weekdays at 2.
Paul Horton here in sunny Arizona, 43 years, buddy. Hanging out with you in the great town of Spokane to Lilac City was just a joy, my friend. Congratulations on your retirement. I'll never forget our times at Gabby's, Studio K, the Satellite. Oh, the memories. Love you, brother.
We actually worked, too, together. It wasn't just bars that he mentioned. There were other things. We did the car washes. Absolutely wonderful. Mr. Horton, thank you very much. I am blessed. Retirement's coming Friday, but the weather alert day is today. Gusty winds. We've seen them all morning long, gust to 40 already. And those winds are going to be with us all day long. Cloudy, we're going to have a few showers, 47 degrees for the high today. And then tonight, temperatures down to 32. So a cool night, but much calmer with winds 10 to 20 miles an hour, and then even calming more so after that. We see with our forecast radar that by 6 o'clock, this thing is going to be a done deal. Wednesday is going to be mostly sunny. Things look pretty good. The winds, we're going to see those really peak around noon. Lunchtime, just in case you're curious, and we're going to see them then decrease as the sun sets. We're looking pretty good. When we look at our temperatures today, we're going to be into the upper 40s, low 50s into the Central Basin, but those winds are going to be there all day. 50 for tomorrow, Thursday 52, Friday 53. That will wrap up a 43-year career, and then we get into the weekend where we'll have scattered showers and low 50s. Now, very special guest, someone I've known since I came to Spokane. I love seeing you at the door, Mark.
Taco
Sergio
Tuesday.
De Leon.
We couldn't end your final week here without Taco Tuesday done a proper way, Mark. And Sergio
thank you.
Brought it all.
Yeah. So we go back to some of the old restaurants, you and your brother, and before the kids, before your son started having his face on the tortillas.
20 years, close to 20 years.
Oh, I think it's been longer than that. It seems like it, and every day has been enjoyable and tasty.
Yeah. And Sergio has stepped up so much to help.
Oh, the extreme team and the station and
all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. Or what did you bring?
Well, actually, we brought some a taco boat actually that we serve in some of our restaurants. But yeah, I mean, since you're a big taco fan, we thought we'd come and feed you this week.
Are you saying I'm getting bigger because I eat tacos? It's okay.
You're just a big fan.
Just a big Taco Tuesday. Nobody supports Taco Tuesday more than Mark.
I am, I think, a national representative for Taco Tuesday. What I am not a national representative is some of the hot sauces that he has at De Leon's Market.
They're so good.
He looks at me and goes, Mark, this is not hot. And I go, my head's coming off.
Norwegian guy eating hot sauce.
But he's got a beautiful pico de gallo. You guys make all that, right?
Oh, yeah. We make everything here in-house.
All right, can I ask one thing? Would you please tell them who helped you change and make some hamburguesa available?
Actually, Mark. yeah. Because I mean, normally in our restaurants we didn't serve ground beef tacos, and then Mark is like, Sergio, you need to serve ground beef tacos for the community.
He goes, where did you learn to eat these? I go, this is what a Norwegian family, this is what the Midwest does. We hamburgers and tortillas and away we went. And he goes, okay. And then he goes, I can't believe it sells out.
But not only that, you actually helped us with actually acquiring their first location from Tim Doherty. That was their first taco, taco bar, and now we have 4 taco bars and
they're all amazing.
Yeah,
so
the
good.
food is great. Authentic Mexican food. Sergio, my friend. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you,
Our
guys.
time is now just about 10 minutes before the hour.
We got our morning sprint coming up after this.
Do I not get to eat these right now?
Yeah, you got to wait a little bit, Mark. We'll see after this break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
Gold Seal Plumbing is the only local company to offer the Light Ray pipelining system, which allows us to repair your pipes without digging any holes and can be done in less than a day. Our factory certified technicians use a high-speed chain cleaner that grinds away obstruction. Then our no-dig system pushes the liner down the pipe, and within minutes, the liner is hardened, making a seamless and durable pipe that will last decades. To see the full video, go to goldsealplumbing.com/trenchless and call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
Zone, nifty move, goes to Cat, back over right side, and it comes over to Van Olden, who shoots and scores!
Saturday, March 1st in the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena, it's the Numerica Hockey Skate Piggy Bank giveaway. Your Chiefs host Seattle. The first 2,000 fans receive a limited edition Spokane Chiefs Hockey Skate Piggy Bank, courtesy of Numerica Credit Union. Also Saturday, our Winter Brew Bash starting at 3 p.m. Get tickets and more info at SpokaneChiefs.com.
YWCA Spokane is writing the next chapter in our celebration of extraordinary women. Women who rise up to make a positive impact on our community. Join us, and together we'll be equal, powerful, and unstoppable.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits, including 24/7 telehealth.
Wait, through my ICCU checking account?
On it.
Along with a whole lot of other benefits you might need. Because being human is a full-time job.
4 News Now and ABC World News Tonight.
Delivering reliable information in uncertain times.
Knowing where to turn for news is crucial. Turn to ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
And 4 News Now with Derek Dice and Kirsten O'Connor.
Snow days are the best days, especially when there's fresh powder on the mountain.
But getting there, that's where Subaru Symmetrical All-Wheel Drive comes in. Glide up the icy roads with confidence and enjoy stability on every twist and turn.
Pack your gear, load up the crew, and let the heated seats keep you warm on the way.
Because with Subaru, getting up to the ski hill is just as thrilling as the ride down.
Celebrate the Subaru A Lot to Love event now through March 31st at Parker Subaru in beautiful Court.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Time right now is just about 6:52, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Tuesday in the morning sprint.
It is a weather alert day. Mark Peterson tracking wind and more rain.
But first, we're going to start with some breaking news. Allison Martinez live at a lithium battery warehouse fire that's burning in Hilliard.
Good morning. I'm here at the Max Amps lithium battery warehouse, and behind me you can see firefighters are working hard to take out this fire that took over the warehouse. We're still seeing some flames there. Now we have a full response here. We have multiple firefighters. They're even going into the homes next door to make sure that none of the flames spread to any of the nearby residences in this neighborhood. We also have a Vista on scene here and AMR. We're working to bring you the latest information on what exactly happened here, what caused this fire, and we'll get that to you on KXLY.com as soon as it becomes available. But for now, reporting live in Hilliard, Allison Martinez for News Now.
And of course, not so cold, but certainly windy. In our first alert weather, we have gusts in excess of 30 miles an hour, gusts to 28 in the Spokane Valley, and gusts to 36 into Moses Lake. It's going to be a windy day all day. We're under a wind advisory till 6 p.m. Satellite and radar, we've got some scattered showers out there. Our high today is going to be 47 degrees.
Several regions in the inland northwest are under a flood warning yesterday, but those are slowly beginning to clear. As of last night, the National Weather Service canceled the warning for Latah Creek in Spokane Valley. Yesterday, it looked like this, rising 13 feet from Sunday and reaching its highest level since 1997. Inland Power also lost 3 power lines due to the strong rising waters, leaving 80 customers without power. Power has since been restored.
And those current weather conditions are causing potholes to pop up all over as well, and crews are scrambling to make some temporary fixes. Near Manitou Park at the intersection of 21st and Grand, cars are trying to avoid this large pothole, and someone wasn't very lucky at the looks of this hubcap here. A local tire shop says it's seeing more people come in with tire damage due to these potholes, and if you hit one, the owner says you may need all or one of your tires replaced.
Well, anytime you hit a pothole hard enough to bend a wheel like that, you need an alignment. Yeah, chances are she's knocked out of alignment, possibly needs parts.
Both city and county officials want you to report potholes when you see them, so street crews can try to respond. Now, to report a pothole within city or county limits, you can find this story on KXLY.com.
This morning, we have new details about the University of Idaho murders investigation. We now know the man accused of killing 4 U of I students was not on the police's radar when he was pulled over twice on his cross-country trip from Pullman to eastern Pennsylvania. This is video of state police pulling over Brian Kohberger while he and his dad drove through Indiana. Police pulled him over twice, once for speeding, once for tailgating. Many people speculated that police suspected Kohberger at the time and had him pulled over to keep an eye on him. Investigators say they only learned about Kohberger when the FBI contacted them about the genetic genealogy of the DNA found on a knife sheath in Moscow.
The Post Falls Police Department is searching for a man suspected of shooting and killing his ex-girlfriend's boyfriend yesterday. Now, 47-year-old Jason Rook is wanted for murder. Authorities believe Rook may be armed and is likely driving a 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee with Idaho plates. If you see him or this car, call 911. And if you have any information about this case, make sure to contact the Post Falls Police Department.
Screaming and cheering at a legislative town hall in Coeur d'Alene as it appears Kootenai County Sheriff Bob Norris tells 2 men to remove the woman. You can also see Sheriff Norris recording the incident, it looks like, on his phone while the woman asks if the 2 men were deputies. We now know those 2 men work for a private security company. The city of Coeur d'Alene revoked that company's license yesterday, and Coeur d'Alene police are recommending charges against the woman, Dr. Teresa Borenpol, be dropped. Sheriff Norris declined to comment on the incident or investigation. A GoFundMe for Dr. Borenpol's legal costs has already raised nearly $236,000. Investigation by Coeur d'Alene police is ongoing.
Crafting and fabrics retailer Jo-Ann is set to close all of its locations. The chain filed for bankruptcy twice over the last year with plans to keep some locations open, but now Jo-Ann says it will close all of its more than 800 locations. It will end a run of more than 80 years in the business. All Jo-Ann stores will hold a going out of business sale. The chain will no longer accept returns, and gift cards will only be valid through this Friday.
Denny's is adding an egg surcharge at some of its locations amid shortages and higher egg prices. The diner chain declined to specify the exact amount of the surcharge. Denny's said in a statement, pricing decisions are being made restaurant by restaurant. Denny's isn't the only restaurant attempting to cope with the egg supply shortage. Waffle House recently added a 50-cent price hike for meals that include eggs. Major U.S. retailers, including Costco and Trader Joe's, have had to take action as well, imposing limits on how many eggs one customer can buy.
And Starbucks is announcing job cuts. CEO Brian Nichols says Starbucks will lay off more than 1,100 corporate workers as it tries to turn around its business. The company will also eliminate several hundred open and unfilled positions. In addition, the coffee chain will eliminate about 30% of its food and beverage offerings over the next few months in order to streamline things.
And a final check of weather on this windy Tuesday. What else is coming our way? Well, Mark has the check after this.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Welcome to the card for Zags fans who dream big. Get your exclusive Gonzaga debit card from Numerica today.
It's the Hard Knocks Life for us. One of the most popular musicals of all time is back. See Annie, Broadway's favorite orphan, live on stage in an all-new production, hailed by the Chicago Tribune as one of the best family musicals ever written. Annie is back to spread hope for all the hard knocks life throws your way. So clear away those sorrows and get your tickets to Annie today.
February 28th through March 2nd at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets on sale now at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Guys, I want to introduce you to our new salesperson. I really think he's going to spike sales.
He's a super dog on the floor. Yeah, he's a super dog.
It has definitely been a blustery start to our Tuesday. You see the flags really flying there, along with the Washington State flag and, of course, Old Glory. Gusty winds in our weather alert day. The potential tree damage is there. 47 our high today. Those winds gusting to 50 later on today.
Well, thanks so much for starting your Tuesday morning with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
We've sure loved having you along. We'll see you throughout the morning on Good Morning America with live local updates. GMA starts right now.
We got to go eat some tacos.